Hi, I'm Kristen, owner and artist behind Blackberry Stationery, a dog mom boutique. Well, boutique in the works because my business is growing from just making pet portrait stickers into designing mugs, apparel, and so much more for dog moms. Let's take a step back and talk about breaking points. We all have them. I know you will too in your business journey. So let's talk about mine and hopefully it'll help you. I'd been drawing pet portraits for over 3 years. I'd been on this creative seasonal cycle, constantly trying to design new pet portraits my customers would want. But that candle burns at both ends. I was exhausted, I was angry, I was frustrated, I was stuck. After nearly half a year of trudging on, I finally decided it was time to take some time away from the business. I didn't plan any launches, I didn't prepare any designs, I didn't promote much of my artwork. I wanted to breathe. And to no one's surprise, in the span of just 2 weeks, new designs and new products started to appear, and I finally took the plunge into getting my own printer and setup for sublimation. Okay, you're probably wondering what the heck that is, because although the term has been going around for a few years, I don't think many people quite understand it. I didn't, but I did do a ton of research before investing. Sublimation is a way to print products on your own. You don't need print on demand, folks. You can do everything yourself. Well, except the print on dark surfaces. So don't expect it to print on black shirts. Here's how it works. The sublimation ink is printed onto special paper, which you usually tape to your surface. The tape is heat resistant, by the way. But you can make products like mugs, tumblers, pillowcases, keychains, glass mugs, all sorts of things. And I freaking love it. There's just something special about making things yourself. I love using my hands, and I always have. Taking the paper off and revealing this beautiful designed mug underneath is so magical. But I do want to say this is not for everyone. You need to invest in a special brand new printer. You can't just use an old one. You need to get special ink and paper, and there's other things like something to apply pressure to your surface and a way to heat up your surface to 360 to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. This includes a t-shirt press or a Cricut Easy Press or a mug press, which there's lots of different kinds. You also need to do it in a well-ventilated area because the fumes that come off of the sublimation inks aren't that great for you. Now, since I live in a 690 square foot house with my husband, 2 kids, and 2 cats, I use my tumbler and heat press outside on our porch. It keeps the fumes away from our living area. It isn't ideal, and someday I'd love my own studio. But you can't grow your business by waiting for just the right time. There are plenty of days where I feel like, well, maybe I should wait on investing in that product for my business because I don't have the space for it in our tiny house right now. And what I've figured out is that if you just wait, you're never going to see growth, especially in a business. Even if you don't have the space for it, it's still worth trying and seeing if it's something your customers are interested in, because it could be the next big thing for you or the next big thing for them. So sometimes it's worth taking a small risk. I wouldn't say anything that's over thousands of dollars, but something that is just a couple $100s that you may be wanting to try and see if your customers would really be interested in is worth it, because I found that I love making these mugs. It's so much fun. And with this new way of making products, it's made me think outside of pet portraits. I've started expanding my business to dog moms as a whole and not just serving the individual one at a time. I've been designing dog mom mugs and tumblers, and I've been experimenting with new items like keychains and earrings. I want to grow my business into a proper dog mom boutique. I want that walk-in dog boutique feel to my online shop. I want folks to come to my website and feel like they've walked into a super cute physical boutique with adorable gear for them and for their fur baby. Oh, and I do still draw and make pet portraits and pet portrait stickers, which you're probably like, well, duh, it's what you've been doing through this entire video. The main point is that I want to shift my focus to something a bit different, but within the same realm. With these new products, I can still draw pet portraits and apply them to these new items, making extremely custom tumblers and mugs for my customers, along with non-custom options as well, which will be a little bit more affordable for gifting to people or if someone just wants to treat themselves to something cute. And if you're wondering about the sublimation process, I have been filming myself making mugs and tumblers for the last week. So make sure you check into next week's video where I'll be going more in depth about the sublimation process and how I do it here in my very tiny house. But back to the overall arc of shifting my business. Part of the shift comes from wanting to design products that make dog moms laugh, that make them smile, that appeal to more than just one individual at a time. I love drawing cute pets, and I'll probably always have commissions open, but I can't wait to start designing these new products. So what's been holding you back? Have you given up on your business dreams? Have you got any grueling questions for me? Leave them in the comments and I'll answer them as soon as possible. Remember to keep trying, keep learning, and never give up. If you've hung around this long, make sure to like the video and subscribe if you want to follow along with my journey. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!